Introducing the 155 division, this is something that you were really pushing for in doing. I mean, what does it mean to be a kind of the entryway into the lightweight division?
You know, I've always been a big proponent for fighting at a more natural weight class. I never actually figured I would be introducing a weight class to an organization, so that is a really cool feeling, and it's nice to be the spearheader of that, because it's something I really feel strongly for. I don't like seeing girls who are my size absolutely killing themselves to make a weight that their opponent is doing the exact same thing to make. It makes no sense to me whatsoever, and it's just more healthier and better for the fighters to, in my opinion, to fight at a heavier weight. Like, if you were to look around the room tonight and look at some of the fighters, you know, they look tired, they look drained, and then to look at me and Veronica, I mean, I'm backstage laughing with people, and I'm, you know, sitting there chatting, and you know, everyone keeps telling me this whole time how much better I look this time, how much healthier, and even just happier. So I think it's just an amazing thing to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think a lot of people realize how deep the lightweight division is going, and we're seeing a lot more with Invicta trying to, you know, increase weight classes and really kind of create the division. What does it mean to you to see these girls have the opportunity to maybe fight you later on, or Veronica later on, or just, you know, kind of even develop a, you know, into a championship belt eventually next year?
Yeah, you know, it's nice to give people that opportunity. People maybe even who aren't fighting now, because there's nowhere for them to fight. They can't make 145. 145 is just too unrealistic for them. So it really means a lot to me, and I hope that there's some girls who are, you know, aiming for those lower weight classes who see the light, in my own words, see the light and say, hey, you know what, I don't need to kill myself to fight. There are other girls who are you know, at a nice healthy weight that I can take on too.
Yeah. Now, over the past, you know, for this coming up to this fight, you've had a lot of training partners come up, and you've had your own little fight team going on up in Canada. Tell us a little bit about that, and what's the experience like to have some of these girls come up to Canada to be able to train with you.
You know, that first of all, it was so much fun. I never trained with women. Very, very rarely. I had one girl I was training with, she up and moved to the Yukon on me, or Northwest Territory, so it was nice to have a little bit of estrogen back on the mats, and you know, just to kind of see how my skill level was matching up with some of these girls, and impart some of the knowledge that we have of how I do my game to the girls who haven't maybe fought as much, give them a little bit of, you know, my secrets, because they're not in my weight division. They were a little bit lighter than me, but you know, it's hard to find girls my size too sometimes. So you know, it was nice having them up. I learned a lot. I made a lot of good friends. Actually, you'll see a lot of media right now coming from Maureen Riordan, who's doing a bunch of posts for me. She was one of the girls who came up and trained with me. I mean, I honestly feel I made some lifelong friends there too, which, you know, when you're training with girls in different weight classes than you can do that, because, you know, I'm not going to end up fighting Maureen one day. So, you know, we can get really close and not have that awkwardness of having to meet each other in the cage at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be able to have that, and I want to see more of that, you know, sharing of talent as well. You really campaigned hard for this fight with Veronica. You know, you did a comic book. You've been doing all of this as well. What does it feel like now that you've weighed in and you've done that face-off, that, you know, tomorrow night you finally get what you actually want?
You know, if you've been watching me around the hotel this weekend, you see big smiles on my face, me laughing, joking, right? Tomorrow that'll be different. I'll be looking completely different, game face on, ready to go, ready to, like I like to say, beat some respect into this girl, because you want to insult me and, you know, make a comment about my age on Twitter publicly where everybody can see it, and then tell me you're going to hurt me. You're going to insult me, and I'm ready to, you know, take it to her over that comment.
Do you think after it all said and done, you guys will shake hands?
I doubt it. You know, normally I do with my opponents, but then again, going into every fight, I've never had, except for maybe Ronda, I've never had a problem with one of my opponents. There's always the utmost respect for them, and I feel they had the same for me. And, you know, so afterwards we could shake hands, go for a beer afterwards, but I don't know, I can't see it happening this time around.
You know, she's training at Team Alpha Male now. All we've seen is her knock out girls. Now, I mean, are you expecting a little bit different Veronica coming into this fight, or do you feel that she's going to kind of rely on her power?
You know, I can't see how you can go to a different gym and not change somewhat. Like, even since my fight in May, my game has evolved. So I would imagine that hers has evolved as well. But having said that, how long has she been training with Alpha Male? I mean, you need a certain amount of time to develop a new skill set. And I do anticipate there's going to be a few different things thrown at me. But when the heat comes down, I think you kind of go back to what you know and what you rely on. And in her case, her right hand has been very successful for her. So I'm prepared for everything, but I'm especially expecting that right hand.
Now, this is on Fight Pass. You're going to be in front of the eyes, in front of all these new UFC fans that are going to be introduced to Invicta. What do they know? What do you want to tell them about, you know, Invicta as a product, and you, the 155ers, and what you represent in terms of women's mixed martial arts?
You know what? The bigger girls can throw down. I mean, to look at me, I don't look huge, right? But I'm 6 feet tall, and us big girls, you know, weight doesn't matter. We can get out there, we can put on a show, just like all these other women. And as far as what Invicta can provide, women put on a show. We go out there, we don't try to win on points. We go out there to decisively win that fight. We go out looking for the KO or the submission or whatever. We don't play to not lose. We play to win, and that's what you can expect from the women.
Okay, any shout-outs, any sponsors you want to mention?
Oh, well, you know what? Just turn around here. We have Misfit Industries. They're a huge sponsor of mine. Sound computer repair. I've also got Professional Sports Management, who gives me my Sozo coffee and my Ignite energy drink. Sports Food. You'll be seeing that tomorrow on my outfit. Oh gosh, Stellar Gear up in my home province there. London Jacks. My union is supporting me. You know what? They work for me. I work for them. Oh, there's so many people to thank. I can't think of everybody right now, but those are some of the big ones that I have to give a big shout out to.
Well, it's going to be fun watching you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.